Hi, this is Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping. Today I'm going to show you this card that has two different sized circles inside each other that show a scene. We're going to start off with a white piece of cardstock, and all the dimensions will be on my blog. And there is an eye at the top of your screen that you can click on to take you straight to my blog. So I'm using these circle framelits, and I'm using the first and the third, not the ones that nestle together, because I wanted it to be a good size difference. So now I'm going to lay down where I cut out my circle from a post-it note, but it's not sticky all the way through, so I needed to hold it down with another one. And I will need to use my hand when I go to sponge to hold down one edge. So I'm using Soft Sky ink, and I'm doing it pretty, not dark, but somewhat dark on the outside, and then just going on the inside to give it a nice finish so that it doesn't look like it's just sponged on the edges. And then I'm going to come in with the Lighthouse from the High Tide stamp set, and I'm using the black ink, and I rock it a little bit so that the image will go up right up to the post-it note. Then I'm going to come in with the real red and use the other part of the stamp set. You really have to get your head over it, and I tried to do that, but I didn't want to stick my head where you couldn't see it at all. So I did the best I could, and I'm off just a tad, but you will want to get right over it. It's pretty easy to line up. All right, so I am off a little bit on the bottom, but it still looks really good. The one I did first was perfect, just so you know. All right, so now I'm going to put in my lighthouse light on the one side because I want it to go and stop at the circle. And the other one will go on into the other circle. So I'm going to wait to do that side. So now I'm coming in with the bigger circle or the smaller circle that I had cut out of a full post-it that is sticky the whole way through, so it sticks down really well. But I'm going to use the other ones to make sure I don't bleed over with my sponge when I'm sponging. So I will put it all around the edges to make sure I don't make any mistakes. And I'm just using this small piece because I have that left over, and there's only a smidge of the cardstock still showing. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing I did before with the Soft Sky ink and the sponge, and just sponge around the edges a little bit darker on the outside, and then just kind of go on the inside. I'm so sorry, my dog loves to say hi to everybody. It's too cold for me to put him outside today, so we just have to deal. So go ahead and just sponge all the way into the center, and just make it lighter in the center than on the edges. Go ahead and take off all of your stickies, and we can finish the card. This is a really fun, easy technique. So I am going to come in, and I'm so sorry again, with the other part of the light, and do it that will go all the way on the other side. That's Jack, by the way. He's a cutie. All right, so now I've got the light going, and I'm going to stamp the birds in basic black. Jack! Sorry. So I'm going to stamp those, and I want this time on my first card, they went inside the circles, but this time I want it to go a little bit outside. Depends on what you want on the look. I wanted one of each. Okay, so that looks really nice. I like how it goes over. So I'm going to come in with a sentiment now using the real red ink again, because I like to be able to use the colors I have inside the card to help me decide which colors I use. So now I'm going to come and sponge around the edges with Marina Mist because I don't really like how it looks so stark around the edges. I like sponging because it just seems to finish off the card. And I wanted it to be a little bit darker so it really set it off. Okay, so I think that looks really nice. I'm going to come in with some crushed curry cardstock to base it. And again, you can go to my blog to see all the dimensions and the supplies used. And I just cut this like 1/8 of an inch around, bigger than what my white cardstock is, because I didn't want it to be really in your face. All right, so then I put Marina Mist on the bottom, and I'm showing you here where the birds are in the circles or out of the circles. I like them both ways. I'd love to hear what you think. So come and see another video at any time, and I'll talk to you later. Visit my website, tedderbearstamping.com.